Hello. Hello. 有声音吗 ？Hello. Hello. 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 有声音吗 ？Hello. Hello.
Okay, so can you hear my voice? If you can hear me, please type 1 in the comment. Hello everyone, so can you hear my voice?
Hello. 有声音吗 ？Hello. Hello.
Okay, so can you hear my voice? Everyone, so can you hear me? Okay, so if you can hear me, please type 1 in the comment.
Hello.
Hello everyone, so can you hear me?
有声音吗 ？Hello.
Okay, thank you. So wait a moment. Our seminar is begin. Okay, so everyone, so can you hear me? So okay, welcome every friends to come to my lab. So long time no see. Hello everyone. Okay, hello everyone. Okay, so we have just end our spring holiday. Okay, hello. Yes. Okay, so welcome new friends to come to my lab room. Okay, I think every friends to come to my lab room, right? Okay, so if you are the first time to come to my seminar, I hope you can enjoy this time. Okay, so wait a few minutes. Okay, so welcome new friends to come to my lab room. Okay, I think every friends to come to my lab room, right? Okay, so if you are the first time to come to my seminar, I hope you can enjoy this time. Okay, so wait a few minutes. Okay, so welcome new friends to come to my lab room. Okay, I think every friends to come to my lab room, right? Okay, so if you are the first time to come to my seminar, I hope you can enjoy this time. Okay, so wait a few minutes. Okay, so welcome new friends to come to my lab room. Okay, I think every friends to come to my lab room, right? Okay, so if you are the first time to come to my seminar, I hope you can enjoy this time. Okay, so wait a few minutes. Okay, so welcome new friends to come to my lab room. Okay, I think every friends to come to my lab room, right? Okay, so if you are the first time to come to my seminar, I hope you can enjoy this time.
We just deal with this program. So can you hear sound normally? Okay, so can you hear my voice normally now?
If you are the first time to come to my seminar, I hope you can enjoy this time.
We just deal with this program. So can you hear sound normally? Okay, so can you
hear my voice normally now?
If you are the professor, we might have to
we just go with the program. So can you hear sound normally? Okay, so can you hear my voice normally now?
If you are the professor, we might have to
we just go with the program. So can you hear sound normally? Okay, so can you hear my voice normally now?
If you are the professor, we might have to
we just go with the program. So can you hear sound normally? Okay, so can you hear my voice normally now?
If you are the professor, we might have to
we just go with the program. So can you hear sound normally? Okay, yes. So we just deal with this question. So can you hear my voice normally now?
If you are the professor, we might have to
we just go with the program. So can you hear sound normally? Okay, yes. So we just deal with this question. So can you hear my voice normally now?
If you are the professor, we might have to
we just deal with this question. So can you hear my voice normally now?
If you are the professor, we might have to
we just deal with this question. So can you hear my voice normally now?
If you are the professor, we might have to
Okay, so can you hear my sound normally? Okay, so it is okay now? Okay, hello. So can you hear it normally now? Okay, so can you hear my sound normally? Okay, so it is okay now? Okay, hello. So can you hear it normally now? Okay, so can you hear my sound normally? Okay, so it is okay now? Okay, hello. So can you hear it normally now? Okay, so can you hear my sound normally? Okay, so it is okay now? Oh, so okay, so okay, so can you hear my sound normally? Okay, is it okay now? Okay, sorry. So can you hear it now? Okay, so oh yeah, so okay, so let's come to today's seminar. Okay, so sorry to happen this this situation. Um, Okay, so let's come to welcome so many friends to come to my live room. So I'm SPOTO CCIE tutor. So welcome to join me today. So have you ever seen me before? Okay, yeah. So okay, so everyone is welcome to enter our live broadcast room. So I see several friends are first time to come to my live room. So I hope you can enjoy this time. Okay, so okay, so let's okay, so welcome new members. So what so I we because we I have just ended my spring holiday. So today I hope so many friends to today I feel so excited to see many so friends. Okay, so I see many of you want CCIE certification. So nice. Let me take you to be CCIE certified in 2024 easily. Okay, so today our live broadcast room will explain the technology point and about application of VRRP in enterprise. So if you missed last time, don't miss this time again. So let's watch your stream and let me tell you about it in detail and offer unprecedented product with huge discount. So don't miss it. Okay. So let's watch your stream and let me tell you about it. So don't forget to like and follow our social media like Facebook and YouTube for more update. Okay, so do you know CCIE certification? I think everyone must know this certification, right? So okay, so as you can see from the screen, here is the timeline of today's schedule. I will discuss Cisco CCIE lab exam overview and analyze higher order solution for layer 2 and analyze the CCIE technical point application of VRRP in enterprise. Of course, test-taking techniques will be included, so don't miss this. Stay tuned and join. So this webinar is worth $199. Now you can learn it free. Yes, it's free, but exclusive for SPOTO learners. So let's start. Okay, let's start today's seminar. Okay, so let me introduce myself. Let me introduce myself first. This is my I number. Okay, I am CCIE lab tutor, so I belong to SPOTO Gold instructor. So if you know SPOTO, you must know you can know me, okay, because I'm responsible for CCIE lab certification. So in my I'm proficient in Cisco and the Huawei DataCam technology, and I have 5 years of experience in after-sales technical support from manufacturer and 2 years of project management experience. So in my CCIE journey, I achieved CCIE certification in just 2 months. Okay, I used 2 months to achieve my CCIE number. So if you can follow me, I will try my best to help you to achieve CCIE certification in one time. Okay, so So okay, so I want to ask you. So do you want to achieve CCIE certification? Okay. So do you want to achieve CCIE certification? Okay, if you have the CCIE expert training, so you can reply one in the comment. Okay. Hello. So do you want to achieve CCIE certification? Cisco CCIE has many checks, EI, security, DC, or service provider. So which CCIE check do you pursue? Okay, maybe several friends only want to achieve CCNA or CCNP, right? Okay, Alison, okay, I see. So, can I ask you, so which CCIE check do you want to pursue? Okay, yeah, thank you. So, which CCIE check do you want to pursue? You want to take CCIE lab. Okay, yeah, CCIE lab is very popular in network engineer. So if you are network engineer, you must have foundation of CCIE lab. Okay, CCIE because CCIE lab is mainly about routing and switching SDN. So EI lab is very popular. Okay. Okay, Johnston. Okay, you want to have CCIE. Okay, you already have CCIE DC. Oh, okay. So congratulations, you are great. Okay, so you already have DC. Okay, yeah, DC. DC. I know DC is beginning to change in April. So you already have a CCI, you can prepare for EI, or maybe several friends want to have the security, right? Security, EI, and the service provider. These are all very popular in our network engineer. Okay, so let's continue to share about the CCIE. Okay, CCIE introduction. Okay, so let's move to the CCIE overview. So before the introduction, I would like to let you see our CCIE holders latest pulse report. You can see 2,300 plus IE from SPOTO. Okay, it's real. So you don't worry about our solution from SPOTO. Okay, so the success story you can repeat. If you want to be CCIE expert, you can get certification like them. Okay, so do you want to be CCIE expert like them? Okay, yes, I think many friends want to get CCIE because we know CCIE certification can bring so many advantages in our career. Okay, if you are a network engineer, CCIE certification is very useful for you because I am CCIE. Because I know CCIE can bring so many advantages for me. So I also achieve CCIE certification. Okay, yeah. So you plan to do in June. Okay, for CCIE lab. Okay, yeah. So we will give so many offer for you today. Okay. CCIE lab version 1.1. Okay, so the version 1.1 we just test the accuracy. So if you want to take the CCIE in June, okay, so today is the best time for you. Okay, so let me continue. I will make brief introduction of CCIE first. So the Cisco Certified Internet Work Expert CCIE credential is one of the most prestigious networking certification in the world issued by Cisco. So you must pass both a written exam and a practical lab exam to obtain CCIE certification. So with CCIE, you can take your place as a technical leader. So technology areas include enterprise infrastructure, data center, service provider, enterprise wireless, security collaboration. So, which CCI track do you pursue? Okay. Which CCI track do you pursue? You can leave your comment below. Okay, so don't hesitate to give our webinar a thumbs up. Join the study group and stay tuned to get huge gift. Free EI lab demo will during the live webinar. Okay, so if you want to get the CCIE lab, you can also contact our admin to get updated lab demo. Okay, so CCIE is widely considered the industry highest level IT certification program. So it equips candidates with excellent internet work skills that are simple the best in the industry. So, however, do you know the theory? CCIE theory? Okay. So let's see the CCIE average theory in USA 2024 for an example. So the average CCIE theory in the USA is 146,000 per year. So you can see from the right chart, there are huge gaps for theory between certified and non-certified professionals. So people with CCIE certification is almost 20% than the non-certified. Okay, so you can get the idea of why CCIE is so popular among network engineers. Okay, so in my opinion, if you can, I will advise you to achieve CCIE certification as you achieve CCIE certification as soon as possible. Okay, so let's continue. Let's continue to see several CCIE job titles. So the entry-level job titles in the industry for Cisco certified internet work expert include like network engineer, network architecture, and Cisco engineer. So the mid and senior level designation for CCIE certified professionals include Cisco consultant, senior security engineer, system engineer, and so on. So according to the pay scale, the salary for different job titles varies based on years of experience, countries maybe, but it can be ensured that there are huge potential for CCIE certification holders and the great salary enhancement for CCIE network professionals. Okay, so if you have the energy, I highly encourage you to hurry up and learn the CCIE. Okay, so now let's go to the next part. Okay, can you please EI May or June exam? Okay, so I will advise June or July, but you can book the exam. You can book exam first, but you don't pay the exam. You don't pay the exam before 1 month, because we are tutor. We will test your practice. Okay, if you practice badly, we won't advise you to take the exam. Okay, can you understand? Okay, so you can book it first, but don't pay the seat. Okay, before exam, tutor will test your practice quality. If you practice badly, we won't advise you to take the exam. Okay, yes, so you must follow my advice. Okay, can you know? Okay, so if you can know it, so let's continue to share about the technical point. So now let's go to the next part. How to obtain a CCIE certificate. So you need to pass one core exam and one practical lab exam. So let's move to the CCIE exam overview first. So CCIE Enterprise Infrastructure Certification validate your skills with complex enterprise infrastructure solution. To get CCIE's Enterprise Infrastructure Certified, you have to pass two exams. One is the CCIE EI written exam. Okay, so have you achieved CCIE EI written exam? Okay. Of course. If you buy CCIE support, also you can of course you can get support from tutor. Okay, so yeah, I am also welcome friends to join my CCIE journey. Okay, so. Okay, so have you get the CCIE written exam? Okay, so if you want to take a lab exam, you must pass the written exam. Okay, so this exam tests candidate knowledge of implementing core enterprise network technology, including virtualization, infrastructure, network assurance, security, and automation. So after passing the written exam, you can take a lab exam. Okay. So let's move the lab part. So you as you know that EI lab has updated to version 1.1. So this exam is 8 hours. 8 hours. 8 hours total with the first module design being 3 hours and the second design is being 5 hours. So candidate will be tested on varying technology and solution listed in the exam topics throughout both modules. So, alright, we have talked about lots of CCIE lab exam overview. So now let's go deep into the key point today. So application of VRRP in enterprise. Okay. Okay, so you have passed 1 month ago. Okay, good job. Okay, good job. So you can take the lab exam. Okay, so in my suggestion, so from my advice, I will suggest you to prepare CCIE lab 3 months. So 3 months. So now the March is coming. The March is coming. So I will suggest you to book the CCIE lab seat in June or July. Okay, June or July. But you can't pay the exam before. Okay, we must test your practice quality. Okay, so if you can pass my test quality, so I will suggest you to take the exam. If you practice badly, I won't suggest you to take the exam. Okay, so okay, hello, welcome friends to come to my live room. Hello, okay, hi network. Okay, so let's continue to share about the application of VRRP in enterprise. Okay, so we will show how VRRP works and combine use of VRRP and MSTP and the VRRP examination requirement in EI lab. Okay, so if you want to get 100% real IT exam depth, IT exam latest news, updated exam tips, and the community support, just scan the QR. You can scan the QR code to join the group for more study guides. Okay, so if you want to get more information, you can scan this QR. Okay. we will show so many useful information in this group. Okay, so now as shown in the figure, let's continue to talk about the VRRP. As shown in the figure, so you can see the host use the router as the gateway to access the internet. Okay, so but if the gateway fails is badly, so all the hosts won't be able to communicate with the internet. So it is feasible to configure multiple gateway devices for redundancy. So if we want to be redundant, can we configure multiple gateway to ensure this? Okay, so the result of VRRP operation is provide a virtual router on the LAN. Okay, so you can see in this example, there are two routers, router 1, router 2 in the LAN. The port IP address of this is the IP address of router 1 and the this interface from the router 2. So we configure the router 1 and the router 2 to associate with the same virtual IP address. Okay, so the virtual router use this IP address as the port IP address. So all hosts use this IP address, virtual IP, as the default gateway. Okay, so let's see the basic concept of VRRP. The first is VRRP router. So what's a VRRP router? It means running VRRP protocol, such as router 1 and the router 2. So if you have a router 3, it also belongs to VRRP router. And the VRRP group, it means it consists of multiple routers working together and use the same virtual router identifier for identification. So VRRP is configured on a router's interface, and it also works based on the interface. Okay, and the VRRP group, routers belonging to the same VRRP group exchange VRRP protocol message and generate a virtual router. So only one master router can appear in VRRP group. So it will have the VRRP master appear in VRRP group. Okay, so VRRP router and a virtual router and virtual IP and virtual MAC. So what's the virtual router? So VRP abstract a virtual router for each group. So this router isn't a real physical device. Okay, virtual router is not a real physical device, but it is a logical device virtual by VRRP. A VRRP group will only generate one virtual router. So the virtual router will have a virtual IP. So a virtual router has its own virtual IP address and the MAC address. So the IP address is specified by the network administrator. So if you are configure the VRRP, you can configure the virtual IP address. When configure VRRP, a virtual router can have one or more IP address. Okay, one virtual router can have one or more virtual IP address. Normally, users use this IP address as a gateway. Okay, it's a virtual IP, and the host will use this virtual IP as the gateway. And the format of virtual MAC is 0000 and 5E00 and 01 group. This is group group member. Okay, it is VRRP group. Okay, so it's the MAC address format. Okay, so let's see the master router. The master router is responsible for packet forwarding in a VRRP group. So in each VRRP group, only the master will respond to the ARP request for the virtual IP address. So if the host send ARP request for the virtual IP address, only the master can respond. This is backup. Okay, the backup will listen to VRP message sent by the master router in real time. It is ready to take over the work of master router at any time. So if the master fail, okay, the backup will become to master to respond the ARP request. Okay, so how to choose master and the backup? So it's depend on our priority. The priority value is based on electing the master router and the backup router. The priority range is 0 to 255. So the larger the value, the higher the priority. So if the value are equal, if these values are equal, the interface IP address size is compared. We will compare the IP address. The larger one take precedence. Okay, so how we are so the master router periodically send VRRP message at certain interval to notify the backup router in the same VRRP group about its survival status. Okay, so how VRP works? So the default priority is 100. Okay, can you know? So the VRP priority, default priority is 100. So if the priorities of VRP router are not equal, we will compare the priority. The higher priority will become the master. And if the priority is equal, so we will compare the port IP address. Okay, the large interface will become the master. So, but if the interface IP address of VRP router is the same as the virtual IP, so if the IP address is the same as the virtual IP, it will directly become the VRP master. Okay, because the priority will become the 255. Okay, so let's see the VRP preemption mode. Okay, so you must know the foundation because CCIE lab also will tested this requirement. Okay, so the preemption mode it's activated by default. So if the backup router activates the preemption function when it finds the master has a low priority. When it finds the master have the low priority lane itself, it will immediately switch to the master state and become master router. So if the router are non-preemption mode, so the backup router doesn't activate the preemption function. Even if the priority is higher than the master, the backup can't become the master until the master router fails. Okay, so enable the VRRP backup group in preemption mode. In preemption mode, when the master device status is unstable or the network quality is poor, it will cause the VRRP backup group to switch frequently, causing the terminal ARP table to be frequently refreshed. So to solve this problem, preemption is usually set by delay and confirm that status is stable before performing a master backup switch back. So you can see this is the combined use of VRRP and MSTP. MSTP is an instance of mapping one or more valence to spanning tree. Several valence share a spanning tree. Okay. For this example shows there are two spanning tree. You can see the instance one including instance one valence 10. Okay, valence 10. So you can see the instance two valence 20. Okay, valence 20. So there has two instances in this example. So several valence share a spanning tree, and MSTP can achieve load balancing. So VRRP. Okay, so you can see the instance one can through this path, and this is the instance 2 through the switch 2. So VRRP can flexibly automatically switch gateway according to network topology changes, improving network reliability. So the combination of VRRP and MSTP can achieve load sharing while ensure network redundancy. So whenever the master of VRP is, there is the root of MSTP. Okay. So you can see this is the test point flow of VRP in EI lab. Okay. So you can see this is EI lab. This is VRP requirement in EI lab. So you can read the requirement. Let's continue to see the EI lab requirement about VRP. So you can see host 1, host 11, and host 12. They link switch 110. It's access switch. And the switch 101 and 102 are belong to the core switch. Okay, so it's the gate switch 101. Switch 101 is the gateway of host 11, and the switch 102. Switch 102 is the switch 102 is the gateway of the host 12. Okay, so let's see the requirement first. For IPv4, we implement FHRP for switch 101 and 102 for VLAN 2000 and 2001. So we use group member 100 for VLAN 2000. Okay, the host 11 is VLAN 2000. And the group member 101 for VLAN 2001. Okay, so we use the first available IPv4 IP address in the subnet for the IP address of the virtual router. Okay, so can you know it? VRRP or HSRP or GLBP. Okay, can you know? So for VLAN 2000, switch 101 must be preferred gateway. For VLAN 2001, switch 102 must be the preferred gateway. Okay, these are gateway of host 12. Don't rely on the IPv4 IP address as your tiebreakers. So we can't use the port IP address we need to use the priority, right? So the role must be determined by explicit configuration of the intended preferred gateway. Okay, use the VRRP protocol that allows the virtual IPv4 address to match the IPv4 address of a member router. Okay, so we know these are require us to configure VRRP. Okay, VRRP. Okay, so you can see these solutions are about this requirement. So within 2000, we configure VRRP 100 priority, list priority. Okay, we just told what default priority of VRP. Okay, can you reply me? So what's the default priority of VRP? Okay, who knows this answer? What's the default priority of VRP? I just told you. Okay, so default priority of VRP. What's the default priority? Okay, I just told you. Can you remember it? Okay, can you see? So it's 100. Yeah, it's 100. So it's 100 of VRRP priority. So we configure 105. Okay, so also these are also okay. It's also enable print. Okay, so we just told. Yeah. Okay. So the default priority is 100. Okay, but I just told the preemption active by default. So we also no need to configure this command because it is default command by VRRP. Okay, so it's about our switch 101, and the 102 is similar as the switch 101, but this I just miss the 1, I miss the 5, 105. Okay, it just requires us to larger than 100 is okay. Yeah, so do you think it's simple for you? Okay, do you think it's simple for you, or do you think it's difficult? It's difficult or simple for yourself? I think it's the foundation of routing and switching. So VRP is very simple for our EI lab requirement. Okay. In EI lab, I think DMVPN is more difficult for CCIE students. Okay, so let's continue to talk about the EI lab version 1.1 topology. So you can see, this is the topology of version 1.1. Okay, this topic I think everyone is most concerned about. So we can see that this topology is not much different from the old version, except the old topology use VH, but the new version is use CH. Okay. So let's briefly look at some of the requirements of EI lab. Okay, so you can see the requirement of a new version. So the first part is require us to configure VLAN. So we just need to configure the VLAN, and for forwarding are configured on all switches, and the switch port according to the following tables. So you can see HQ, DC, and branch 3. So this is HQ, this DC, this belong to SP1, branch 3, and branch 4. So branch 3, this is branch 3, and this HQ and DC. HQ and DC. So this part is very simple. We just need to configure VLAN and the trunk according to the requirement. Okay, so let's see the next part. Okay, can you get the demo and the topology? Okay, of course. So if you want to get a demo and topology, you can contact our admin to get a latest demo. Okay, so let's see the next part about layer 2 technology in HQ. So you can see ensure the STP feature are configured on the switches at headquarters according to the following requirement. Okay, so you can see the protocol must support a separate instance for each VLAN. The protocol must support only 3 possible states. All access port must immediately translation to a forwarding state up on link up, and they must still participate in STP. So can you know which STP type should we use? Okay, so according to this requirement, so which STP type should we use? RSTP, PVST Plus, or MSTP? So which STP type should we use? Okay, can you know it? Does anyone know? Okay, so also we can see next. Switch 101 must be the root bridge for VLAN 2000 and 2001, and the switch 102 is the secondary. We need to use the lowest possible priority value to achieve this. Okay, so I want to ask you. So what's the priority? What's the lowest priority of STP? What's the lowest priority of STP? Okay. What's the lowest priority of STP? Okay, we know the default priority is 3. Is least. Okay, it is least. So the lowest priority is 0. Okay, so switch 101 and 102 must ignore a superior BPDU for the other switches as the case at headquarters, while superior BPDU are received. Traffic mustn't forward on the receiving port. Okay, so we need to configure root BPDU. Okay, so let's see the next part about first hop redundancy protocol in HQ. So for IPv4 implement VRRP on switch 101, 102 for VLAN 2000 and 2001 according to this requirement. So you can see these are about our FHRP. So use a protocol license hello message by using multicast address of this. This is the multicast address and the support 4096 group. Okay, so can you know? So which protocol of this? HSRP, VRRP, or GLBP? Okay, which protocol belong this requirement? Can you know it? Okay, who know this answer? Okay, who know this answer? Okay, so according to this requirement, so GLBP, HSRP, or VRRP, which is belong to this? VRP, right? Okay, so so you can think about this by yourself. Okay, so if you want to know the answer, you can contact our admin to get a demo. So group members for each VLAN must match the respective VLAN ID. Switch 101 must be active and have a priority of 10 above the default. Okay, default priority. This switch on to must be sent by and have the default priority. So we don't need to configure the priority of switch 1 or 2. Both first hop gateway switches must transition to active if their priority becomes superior. Both first hop gateway switches must generate ARP for the VLAN by using the MAC address of their respective interface. So DHCP request received by both first hop gateway switches must have the circuit identifier added automatically to the message. Okay, so based on the above, based on the above of DOO requirement, have you discovered it? In fact, there is not much difference in routing and switching between the old and new EI lab. So I want to ask you, so have you took part in the old version of CCIE lab? Okay, have you took part in the old version of CCIE lab? Okay, if you have took part in, you can reply 1. If you didn't take part in the old version of CCIE lab, you can reply 0. Okay, let's interact. Let me know your situation before. Okay, so have you took part in the old version of CCIE lab? Okay, so why I want to know this situation? Because if you have the foundation of the CCIE, the old CCIE, if you have the foundation of the old CCIE, the new version, you will prepare the new version very quickly. Okay, because the routing and the switching of new version is basically the same as the old version. Okay, so let's see the design question. Okay, so this is design. So it's design question. So you can test it by yourself. So you can test it by yourself. Okay, so so the above I share are all about our CCIE new version. So if you want to get latest CCIE EI Lab version 1.1 lab demo, so please type lab demo. You can type lab demo in the comment zone. Okay, so I just saw many friends want to get the demo and topology. Okay, so if you want to get a later demo and the topology of version 1.1, so you can contact our admin and join the group to get the free demo. Get the demo for free. Okay. So we have talked a lot about CCIE lab exam topics and the technique on preparing for a CCIE lab. I think you must wonder how to prepare CCIE lab exam in less time. So also, if you want to boost salary, it is the best time to choose the SPOTO CCIE lab package, which can help you pass in 3 months. So now let me tell you the passing secret with SPOTO step by step and our EI Lab service package. Okay, so EI Lab has 2 modules, including design and DOO. So design is very simple for SPOTO students because we have completely information to provide students. This part won't focus on the introduction. We mainly look at the DOO. So SPOTO has clear practice standard for students. For example, it is recommended to complete DOO within 3.5 hours, but in my advice, I will advise you to achieve DOO within 3 hours. So, for example, routing and switching each needed to be completed within 105 hours. 105 hours. Many students find it strange that DO has 5 hours, while our requirement so high because candidates will experience various failures in DO due to nervousness, unfamiliar test environment, so which may lead to various failures in DOO. Okay, so you must follow my standards strictly, and I will give you an effective test preparation experience. Okay, so secondly, you can see this is the reg environment. So we provide reg environment is very sufficient. You can flexibly arrange your spare time to practice through the cloud. So the most important thing is that our practice environment is basically the same as the examination room. So don't worry about your practical difficulties. Our practice environment will separate routing, switching, SDM, and finally we'll have a fusion experiment. So it's a routing and switching, and this is SDM practice interface. So this practice environment is 99% identical to a test room, so you can play your own timetable. It's very flexible. And when you meet exam standards, we will help review your practice process to ensure the quality of your practice. So the overall reg practice environment is very convenient, and the main environment is almost the same as the test room. Okay, so here I would like to briefly introduce our service process and what you can get if you choose our CCIE lab training course. So first of all, we provide one-to-one service at a VIP level and distribute lab material. Solution are the same as the exam content, and provide reg access. So you don't need to install EVNG in your computer. So if you encounter any questions, any difficulties, we will help you. So we will arrange for you to test the quality of practice at each stage to confirm that you meet test standards, and arrange sprint plan for you. Matters needing attention in the exam. We will make sure to pass the CCIE in one pass in the exam. Okay, so here is the CCIE lab service package. You can take a look at. So we provide 3 months service time, so you will have enough time to practice. So you can see it's including material and the reg, physical reg and the virtual reg. So I want to emphasize this for you. I want to emphasize reg for you. I know the other vendor won't provide the routing and the switching reg for you. It's really they will require you to install EVNG in your computer. But from SPOTO, we can provide no limit hours for you to practice routing and switching, so it won't consume your local computer. Okay, I know other vendor, they won't provide this for you, and they also provide fewer physical regs for you. They just provide 60 hours for you to practice the SDM. So you can always believe SPOTO. You can trust me. Okay, so the package is really benefit for you. If you want to take part in the CCIE, I think SPOTO is the best choice for you. Okay, so because we have prepared the environment for you, so it's no need to consume your local computer. Okay. So also we will provide the tutor service, and the most important, we will provide the latest lab exam feedback. It's from our latest candidate. Okay, it's the real information from our candidate in the examination room. So if you have mastered this lab exam feedback before taking the exam, it will help you to avoid any difficulties during your exam. Okay, so it's very useful, but it's only for our SPOTO students. Okay, so these are very useful information for you. Okay. So this is a study plan for the exam preparation. So you need to master the DOO and the design. So you need to master routing, switching, SDA, SD1, and the programming design. Routing switching you need to complete it within 3 weeks, and SDN 1 month, programming 1 week, and the design is very simple. It's only 3 days. So you also can practice our rec at any time, anywhere, and no need to consume our local computer. Okay. So you can see these are my exchange experience with CCIE students. So first, you should familiarize yourself with and understand the lab topology and the requirement, understand and provisioning environment for each device, and lab topology data analyze. Practice the lab content in the module, analyze routine data clearly. Identify weak points through module exercise, summarize the fault and the problem you encounter, improve the proficiency. So practice the lab version without referring the solution, and the quality inspection. So these are my exchange experience with CCI students. So you can prepare CCIE according to these tips. Okay, so these are feedback from other candidates. You can see the solution matched exactly. Design and DO were the same. All questions are the same. Solution is stable, so solution is correct. So if you want to take part in the CCI, if you want to take a CCIE, you can choose SPOTO. Okay, we will help you. Okay, so if you want to boost salary and build a brand new career, so it is the best time to choose SPOTO lab package, which can help you pass in 3 months. So in today live sale, you can enjoy a lower price than usual. So the original price is $2,000. So now the CCIE lab service only need $1,400. So you can save $600. So please check a link. Check a link on the comment room in the live chat section to enjoy my exclusive offer for you. Okay, so order now. So if you want to achieve CCI certification, you mustn't miss today's chance. Okay, so it's real lowest price. So friends who like lunch, hurry up, because this price won't be offered after 24 hours. It will return to $2,000. Also, if you want other CCIE check, you can also buy at a reasonable price. First, security and the DC service provider, enterprise orders, it only need $1,450. Okay, so the importance note: DC lab will change on April 20th. So please hurry to take the exam before it change. Okay, so if you want to take a DC, there has 2 months. There has 2 months for you to prepare. Okay, so it's the best time for you to grab the CCIE DC Lab stamp today with lowest price offer. Okay, so I know you are almost certain that you can trust us. So if you have any questions, welcome to communicate with me. Okay, so if you have any questions, welcome to communicate with me or our admin. Okay, so if you have no further questions, today's webinar is coming to an end. So I hope my explanation on CCIE lab preparation tips as well as the SPOTO CCIE service package can help you know why to choose SPOTO, why we can help you pass the CCIE lab fast. So let's get CCIE certified in 2024. So don't forget to follow me and see you next time. Okay, so bye bye.